In the quiet suburb of Willow Creek, the Harrington family was the epitome of perfection. Thomas Harrington, a seasoned lawyer, was respected and admired for his integrity. His wife, Eleanor, a homemaker with a passion for gardening, had a warmth that made everyone feel at home. Together they had 2 children, Margaret, a determined journalist, and Henry, a budding artist with dreams of making it big in New York City. The Harringtons hosted dinners that brought the community together. Their home, a charming colonial-style house, seemed to radiate love and unity. But as the saying goes, every family has its secrets, and the Harrington secrets were about to unravel, leaving their lives in shambles. It all began when Margaret, always inquisitive, stumbled upon an old journal while cleaning out the attic. The leather-bound book, filled with entries from years ago, belonged to her mother. At first, it seemed like a mundane collection of thoughts and daily musings. But as Margaret read on, she discovered cryptic references to someone named A.G. and phrases like, "our secret," and "the guilt is unbearable." Confused and intrigued, Margaret couldn't resist digging deeper. Who was A.G.? What could her mother be hiding? Margaret decided to confront Eleanor but hesitated. She knew this wasn't something to approach lightly. Unable to shake her curiosity, Margaret confided in Henry. Her brother, though hesitant, agreed to help her investigate. They combed through old photographs, letters, and even the family's financial records. It was Henry who first noticed irregularities in their father's accounts. Large sums of money being transferred to an unknown account. "Do you think Dad knows about this?" Henry asked, his voice tinged with worry. "I'm not sure," Margaret replied, her mind racing. "But if he does, then this is bigger than we thought." The siblings decided to keep their findings a secret for now. They knew their parents' marriage was at stake, and they didn't want to act rashly. Margaret's persistence paid off when she confronted Eleanor late one evening. Cornered, Eleanor broke down and admitted to an affair years ago. The man was Andrew Green, a college friend who had re-entered her life during a rough patch in her marriage. "It was a mistake," Eleanor sobbed. "I ended it before your father found out. I thought I'd buried it, but Andrew," she hesitated. "Andrew has been blackmailing me." Margaret felt her world tilt. Her mother, the pillar of their family, had hidden this for years. Worse, her father's hard-earned money was being siphoned away to keep the secret buried. Armed with this knowledge, Margaret and Henry decided to confront their father. To their surprise, Thomas already knew. He had discovered the affair years ago but chose to stay silent for the sake of their family. "I wanted to protect you kids," Thomas admitted, his voice heavy with regret. "But now, it seems my silence has only made things worse." The family sat together, the air thick with tension. Thomas and Eleanor revealed the full extent of Andrew's manipulation. He had threatened to expose Eleanor's affair unless he received regular payments. Thomas had reluctantly agreed, believing it was the only way to keep their family intact. Despite their attempts to handle the situation as a family, Andrew's demands escalated. He began contacting Margaret and Henry, hinting at the secrets their parents were hiding. Margaret, fueled by anger, decided to take matters into her own hands. She tracked Andrew down and confronted him at his office. "You've caused enough damage," she spat. "If you think you can blackmail us forever, think again." Andrew smirked, unfazed. "Your family's skeletons are too juicy to stay hidden. If you don't pay up, everyone will know." Margaret's resolve hardened. She decided to expose Andrew's schemes, even if it meant airing her family's dirty laundry. Margaret's article about Andrew's history of manipulation went viral. She detailed his pattern of blackmail and deceit, careful not to reveal her family's involvement. Public opinion turned against Andrew, and he was soon under investigation for fraud. But the Harringtons couldn't escape the fallout. Friends and neighbors speculated about the family's role in the scandal. Eleanor and Thomas's marriage, already fragile, teetered on the brink of collapse. Months passed, and the Harringtons slowly began to rebuild. Thomas and Eleanor sought counseling, determined to mend their fractured relationship. Margaret and Henry channeled their energy into their careers, finding solace in their passions. One evening, as the family sat together for dinner, Thomas raised his glass. "To moving forward," he said. "We've been through hell, but we're still here. And that's something to be grateful for." Eleanor smiled, tears in her eyes. "To forgiveness," she added. The Harringtons knew their lives would never be the same, but they also knew they had the strength to face whatever came next, together.